Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your November 2021 reading. So, I meditated on your energy. First card that came out, Four of Swords. So that tells me that at the beginning of the month you're in this inner state of pondering, trying to heal. You've got a certain understanding of what was maybe the source of your disappointments and your heartaches in your life. And here you are kind of healing, taking time for you to meditate, to understand, and so on. That is bringing you to, here I have Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Right away, this is kind of putting a light on the juggling we can do in our lives. Like, I'm smiling, but I'm not feeling so great inside. How what I believe and what I want is different. The inside, the outside, my feminine, my masculine, and so on is not balanced. And that creates kind of these up and down movements, and we're just trying to manage our life. And so here, with what you've understood and what you've been meditating on and pondering on, you're gonna make a decision this month. And that is going to indicate Eight of Pentacles, how and on what you're going to invest yourself. That can be career-wise, what I've been doing for a living, what I've been trying to build, and so on. I was juggling, and now I'm making a decision about that. It can be about relationships, it can be about all sorts of things. Pentacles is our interface with this reality, our five senses, our value, our the four elements and spirit. So this reality, Pentacles can be anything, but how you invest yourself in it and what you get out of it is part of that. So under our Four of Swords, we have the Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands. So of course we can see that a lot of the Three of Swords here, that you had in your life, that now you're understanding with that fourth sword, was caused by a Five of Pentacles. And now the Five of Pentacles is kind of coming up in almost every reading, because this is the month of Scorpio, and it's the month to let go, let die, let transform our old wounds and patterns. And here, Queen of Cups, your feminine side, looking in, observing your emotions, assessing how you feel. By looking in, you're actually seeing your Five of Pentacles in there. And here is an Ace of Wands. So there's this new beginning here that is coming, this new fire, this new passion that is coming. And that is what is provoking this reassessment. Because that could be a chance of actually doing something that would make you happy, that would bring you fulfillment. Under that, I have the Seven of Pentacles. After a long time where your wand had transformed into a shovel, so that means my willpower is being used to work in the salt mine, but am I getting fruits out of this? No. I sacrifice, I put myself last, and I don't have anything in return. But the understanding is bringing a new way, a new direction, a new passion. That's what you have to make a decision on. And under our Two of Swords and Two of Pentacles, here is the Empress. And right now, Venus, I think, is in Capricorn. So this is Venus arriving in a house where if there are limitations, if there are anywhere we lose our power when it comes to this. She represents unconditional love and abundance. So when it comes to that, our capacity to generate that, live it, absorb it, it's going to be enhanced. So here is the Empress right away. And under that, under the juggling and the Empress, the decision making, there it is. Do I harbor my Three of Swords, or do I go for the Ten of Cups? And just before you, they had this exact same decision, Sagittarius. Because once we're conscious of our wounds, okay, these are my wounds, okay, that's one thing. Then what do I do with it? I can wear them like a badge. I've went through this. I went through hell. And all of this I did by myself with no support, all alone, with sacrifice and so on. And so of course, if we hang on to this like that, it's just going to repeat itself, and we're continuously hurting ourselves by thinking that we are actually hurting ourselves. Or we release it. We let it die. That is the decision you're making here, of what you're allowing in, Divine Feminine. Under our Eight of Pentacles, we have Judgment and the Queen of Pentacles. Your feminine side, your worth, how much you're letting in for you. 5 or 7. I'm working a lot with nothing and I'm sacrificing, or balanced, I am building and I am receiving and giving out of only my overflow and for free. Judgment there at the end of the month, you're pulling a judgment. All those wounded parts of you are going to come back up so that you can reassess them, so that you can put a judgment on them. And then, of course, we will have the Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. The end of a cycle of swords, and especially here, bottom of the deck, I had the Seven of Swords. End of that cycle of swords, so that you can be, and that means disbeliefs, wrong beliefs, that hurt you, that betrayed you, that did all sorts of things, and that brought you heartache, Three of Swords and Five of Swords and whatnot, okay? And now choosing what you want to build, Three of Pentacles. All right, let's clarify this for Capricorns. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Capricorns for the month of November 2021. Did I say Capricorn? I meant, sorry, Aquarius. Why did I think Capricorn? Because I talked about Venus being in Capricorn. All right, let me start again. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light and the Holy Spirit. Yes, I know. Help me clarify this reading for Aquarius for the month of November 2021. There you go. So Aquarius, that's not you. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. But that's your self-worth, capacity to receive. It's the same message. It's that part of you. We are the 4 queens and the 4 kings. And here it's talking a lot about your self-worth with that 5 of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's look at the Four of Swords for Aquarius. Four of Swords for Aquarius. Why is the Four of Swords there? Eight of Wands. All right. And the Ace of Cups. So this new beginning, this new direction, because you're understanding where your Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles was and what it did to you, and this is actually bringing in an Ace of Cups. So, and that's why we have that Queen of Cups here. By allowing this extra love, that's what is going to allow you to actually flush out everything, your relationship with the Pentacle, your relationship with this reality, by adding more love in it. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. And Two of Swords. The Sun. Bringing back the Sun. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. This is the decision you're making. I think it was for Sagittarius. Their title was deciding to be happy or choosing to be happy. And here, with the Two of Swords for you and the Ten of Cups, it's, you know what? I'm going to rise my vibration to the point where when I'm looking at life, I'm seeing the face of the divine in everything. In the tree, in the neighbor, in the morning coffee, whatever. Okay? In the cat. All right. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles. Magician. Now this is what I want to build, and this is what I want to manifest, and I'm going for it. This is going to help you have also more faith in your relationship with the universe. Okay? Less anxiety here. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles for Aquarius. Ooh. Five of Pentacles is coming down. Tower. And with the High Priestess, this is one heck of a haha moment about how you discarded yourself, how you didn't invest in yourself, how maybe you didn't trust yourself, believe in yourself, which brought you, put yourself aside, which brought you so much disappointments and hurts, and kept you in your head. Okay, there's the judgment about that. And Three of Cups, and here I have the Eight of Swords again. Okay, yes, you're pulling a judgment on that. Maybe people around you that you've waited for something to happen, for them to awaken or whatever. You're pulling a judgment on this. What am I doing? Sacrificing myself. Being abandoned, being maybe ghosted or whatever. No. And it's the same thing for your work or and for, you know, what you've invested yourself in. You're pulling a judgment on that time wasted and so on. I should have kept the judgment card on it, but okay. Now for the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. You're looking at the whole Five of Cups thing, the whole mild sadnesses and grievings and sorrows and all of that. You're looking at it from a completely different point of view, which brings you an illumination, an understanding. Let's look at the Empress. You're understanding your own Empress. Let's look at the Empress, the Empress. And here we have the Knight of Wands with it. So that new wand, that new direction that kind of came into you here, you know, through your Empress, through getting rid of I'm not good enough for it, or I don't have what it takes, or whatever. There, with the Empress, as you're embodying, as you're letting that self-love sink in, as you're deciding who you truly are and what you're choosing your reality to be, Knight of Wands, you're grabbing that one and you're going to say, you know what? I'm going for it. Because that's the Knight of Wands. He's the one that has that energy of passion, of fire strong enough to break a mental prison. Let's look at that prevented you from being in your Empress. For some of you, following your own creativity, following your own what you want to create and build in this life. Let's look at that Three of Swords and Ten of Cups. Yeah, buddy. That's Mr. Black Buddy there. Three of Swords, Ten of Cups for Aquarius. Three of Swords. Whoop. Two of Cups. Ten of Wands. Yes, all the baggage that you've had from the past encounters, past, romantic encounters, or they can be on every level. This is like all the partnerships, the mirrors. They can be your neighbor, your family, whatever. You've been carrying a lot on your shoulders when it comes to that. And now it is time to release it, because you've been carrying old memories also of sadness and disappointments and things like that. And when we're thinking like this, when it comes to the next mirrors in our lives or the people around us, then it's very hard to see something else. And so I think that's what this new attitude is going to be all about. Judgment, Queen of Pentacles. Judgment, Queen of Pentacles. I think you're reassessing the dynamics in your life, and also what you want to build, what you want to create, what you want your reality to look like. And of course, Queen of Pentacles is your capacity, knowing, that inner knowing that you have the capacity to do it. Ooh, all right. So it cut open on the, we'll take the top one, the Three of Pentacles, and here I have it cut open on the King of Cups, and here I have the Six of Cups. This is emotional healing that allows you to actually clear what you want your life to look like. The Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, you have these three characters on it. The priest, the architect, and the craftsman. They're building a cathedral. So the priest, he has an intention. What is my intention? If I'm in the Five of Pentacles and I don't think that I am enough, my intention will be reduced to maybe serving, sacrificing the intention of somebody else, or something like that, okay, diminishing it, you know. So the priest is your intention. Now that I know my self-value, my self-worth, that I can do anything I put my heart to, I have what it takes, what is my intention? And then you have the architect, that is all about what is the vision that I have of it, how do I visualize it, what is the plan? And then you have the craftsman that will actually make action, make moves around it. And with that new wand and that Eight of Wands, you're going to start making the moves about it. But you're going to do it from a healed, emotionally healed place. Ten of Swords, Three of Pentacles. So the old, maybe procrastination, disempowerment that came from harboring your old wounds will not affect you anymore after the Ten of Swords. And here I have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So yes, after the Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, yes, now I am clear, like Aquarius, air sign. There's the Knight of Swords. I know what it is. I know what I want to build, and I'm going for it. Fast movement forward. So you're unblocking what was preventing you to manifest what you wanted to build. So that's beautiful. How should we call that? I'm going to call it Yes You Can. Because ultimately, this is what you're going to say to yourself. Yes, I can. Yes, I have what it takes. Yes, my idea, my creation of what I want to build is good enough. And I know I can do it. Yes, you can. Whatever it is. On this, my beautiful Aquarius, I'm sending you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and please subscribe to help the channel grow. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's an email. You write to me, I write to you back. And also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon of the month of November, which is the new moon in Scorpio, it's going to be on the 4th, I'm going to do a little ceremony to give you back. So on this, whoops, all my love and light, and see you next month. All right.